For over a millennium, the Preah Vihear Temple has stood as a symbol of peace and enlightenment, perched on a remote cliff top. But for most of the last century, it has been at the centre of military standoffs, national pride, and courtroom battles at the ICJ. But how did a questionable French map kick off one of Asia's longest-running border disputes? And why is this mess a typical colonial hangover? Preah Vihear Temple was built in the 11th century by the Khmer Empire. 900 years later, it get caught in a territorial limbo between a colonial treaty and that controversial French map. Cambodia used to be part of French Indochina, and the first attempt to set a border was a 1904 treaty between France and Siam, the former name of Thailand. This agreement said the border would follow the watershed line of the Dangrek Mountains and would be drawn on the ground by a joint commission. This likely would have put Preah Vihear Temple in Thailand. End of video, right? Well, no, as it just wouldn't be colonialism without an unnecessary border complication and some mind games. A 1907 map of the area produced by French officers without meaningful consultation with Siam appeared to contradict the 1904 treaty and placed the temple on the Cambodian side. It was a bit like a uni group project where one guy takes over and deletes everyone else from the group chat. Sadly, this controversial Annex 1 map has instigated years of tension and intermittent clashes between the two nations. The Thais might have noticed the screw-up straight away, but wanted to avoid a repeat of 1893, when the Thais and French previously argued over land. That ended with the French threatening Bangkok with gunboats and taking Laos. Thailand was a fragile buffer state at the time, caught between the British and French empires, who kept chipping away at Thai territory. While the Thais never officially accepted the 1907 French map, they didn't protest and even used the map in official documents. This will be crucial later on. It was only after the French left Cambodia decades later that Thai forces occupied the temple in 1954, perhaps sensing the tables had turned. But the newly independent Cambodia took the matter to the ICJ, and in 1962, the court judged the temple to be Cambodian due to acquiescence. Thailand had failed to protest the 1907 French map, and therefore was deemed to have accepted the border. A subsequent 2013 ICJ decision clarified the surrounding clifftop land also belongs to Cambodia, to reassert the French map as the accepted basis for determining sovereignty in the area. So if you spot a border clangor, it's best to call it out straight away, rather than waiting 50 years for your smaller neighbour's independence. But what do you think? Was this fair? Or should more consideration have been given to how the power imbalance at the time may have been a factor behind Thailand's inaction?